season 22 and 23, we couldn't win. We couldn't beat the Bautista.
Ducati take their first Riders' title since 2011, and Alvaro Bautista wins the 2022 Superbike World Championship.
You can only imagine the sheer frustration to ride like that and to be beaten to the line again. Such a tough day at the office for Toprak.
Bautista surges to the outside. Razgat Lioglu tries to block him but fails. But Alvaro Bautista takes the hat-trick in Portimao.
This is not working because when I pick up the bike not acceleration. I am angry for this.
Back-to-back titles for Alvaro Bautista and Ducati.
I know we should do some change.
BMW wasn't such a competitive bike last year.
I think they were missing a leader.
Signing Toprak was actually good fun.
Everybody thinks we made a mistake. Everybody told Toprak privately, cannot push the wrong direction. This will destroy your career. I told everybody, just wait and to see what the season bringing us. And I'm very confident Toprak will be in the top 3 in any time.
Let's go. You're on camera. Why so popular this track? There's normally 4, 5 maximum. Man and the dogs.
Phil, be careful, you have a microphone. Thank you, guys.
If you would have told me 12 months ago, would you be happy to go into Jerez as a possible championship contender? I mean, it can't get worse than second place. I would have definitely signed it. To come out of Jerez now as second would be a very clear disappointment.
When you win, you can just give a nice thumbs up to Gosselin and...
I have a microphone.
Huh?
I have a microphone now.
Oh,
Be careful, guys. Be careful. Cutting maybe a little bit.
The first plan was to move to MotoGP 424 season. We test with Yamaha, and at the end of this test we were not so very happy. I understand Toprak looking another challenge after 4 seasons with Yamaha, especially to fight with Ducati is quite difficult.
He was devastated. I've never seen him in tears because he got beat.
He is easy past me. I'm very angry. Ducati always is strong on the straight. With Yamaha, just this, you know, no more.
And I understand I have to give him another challenge, which he will be more exciting. When we understand not a MotoGP possibility, then I looked around to Superbike paddock, and then I see the most potential bike we can beat Ducati. It was a BMW, which was nobody was believing at that moment my plan, but the story started like this.
My first thoughts when Toprak signed for BMW, I was a little bit nervous about how competitive it was going to be because BMW had struggled for many years before that. And I knew Toprak's talent was amazing, and I thought it would be just a real shame if Toprak can't be in the battle again.
When I heard the news that he was moving to BMW, I thought, what? Big move, because until that point, the team and also BMW hadn't put together any consistent form with their other riders.
everyone say, this is not the good decision, why sign with BMW? You are crazy, you are, sometimes someone say stupid. And also, this is very strange, my brother also not believe. My brother also say, he is scared. He say, why you are signed with BMW? I think your career is very dangerous now. No one win with this bike. I say, hey, calm, because we have some plan,
Please wait the season. When the season start, especially mid-season, we can speak again.
Signing Toprak was actually good fun. It was actually the shortest negotiations I ever had with a rider. We spoke to Kenan a couple of times. Then it very quickly got very intense after the Barcelona race.
It went so quick and so easy with BMW. We sit, we told what we expect, what we want, not just the financial, but all other things.
You could read some comments on the internet that he was somewhere and he wasn't very happy. And I've seen someone a few days later going up into the office of the truck. They went to speak with him at the right moment, so he might come.
This meeting was on Sunday in Barcelona before the race, and Tuesday I received the email and everything was there what we asked. I called them, I said, we accept the offer. We are going to race with you next year. Mark did a great job to catch the correct rider for the BMW.
When we said on the phone, well, I think we're there. And then I said, right, I just go and see my boss. And then I jump in the plane. Maybe this is one funny thing to add, because I went there well known that I should not wear any BMW logo, not a hat, not a cap, not a shirt, not socks or shoes or whatever. Just make sure that doesn't need to pop up yet. And then I was picked up by Kenan, and when we drove to Sakarya, for sure you have it in your bag, but there is no signature, so it means nothing yet. And then we went out for dinner, I think with about 20 people. After dinner, just Toprak, Kenan and myself went to Kenan's house, and with some nice Turkish tea outside. And at one point I was like, right, now's the time to pull out the contract. And yeah, we nearly forgot about it. We signed it, made some great pictures, and shook hands on a good future. So an amazing feeling. Gave the project another boost.
When I'm signed, I see him, he's like, because he say after the sign, I'm also not believed it before.
We were extremely excited, and from that moment, we were just waiting the date of the sitting on the bike.
Getting a new rider on the bike is already a special moment. You never exactly know what you can expect, but when Toprak went on the bike in Portimao, he immediately found some, let me say, confidence to ride. It was a short test, a lot of question marks, but the biggest question marks were out of the head.
We were so nervous to understand what his feedback would be. And then from that very early exit, entry into the box, getting off the bike, it was for him, I felt it was a massive sigh of relief.
First exit in Portimao, he got off the bike and he was smiling from ear to ear. The first comment, now I have an engine.
After about 10 laps, he came back and he said, well, it stops, it turns, it brakes, it accelerates, has a massively strong engine. I can't see the problem.
One word to describe your first day.
Very fast day. I say this because on the straight, the bike unbelievable fast.
The positive one is always the one you're looking for, but at the end it doesn't improve you. So we were very glad to get also some negative feedback.
We seen where we needed to improve pretty quickly. And the group of guys They're working day and night to improve and to bring new material to the table or to refine what they already have.
We saw what he was up against last year in this circuit with his fight with Alvaro. So, you know, the corners where he felt he was weak, he felt super strong on the bike. But inherently, we know where we are with this bike compared to the others on the grid. So we know the strengths of what Toprak's about: his engine braking, his corner entry, his hard braking, and that's an area where we need to step up, and that's going to be our focus.
And then in January we came to Portimao, to Jerez. And immediately it showed basically on every circuit that we were amongst the top. And then when we came to the races, this was confirmed.
The season begins on Phillip Island. Only 118 days since our last race, but our 5 manufacturers have had a busy winter of testing.
Targets for the season going into round 1 Australia was for us. We kind of always knew that we would win some races, and we knew that we would be on the podium. We were absolutely confident of that.
For sure, you think about the championship, but after the last years, we didn't think that would be a realistic goal. But based on the improvements we made with the package and the tests we had with the bike and with Toprak, clearly showed that we have potential to win.
Toprak Razgatlioglu, he was the first big signing for 2024. It was announced in May of last year, has placed his bet on BMW to take him back to the top.
Remember, you ride your race. You're still learning how to ride your race.
Toprak Razgatlioglu now on the BMW has got the power he's been asking for, and he makes the move on Alvaro Bautista. You don't see that too often, or you didn't last year at very least.
The first race weekend in Australia, I passed on the straight Alvaro the first time, and this is very funny. I'm smiling a little bit in the helmet. First time I passed you on the straight.
First time, yeah. Don't get used.
We did a very good job because we take very good points there. I did the podium, the Super Pole race, just a race to the technical problem. But in general, the weekend we are very good starting.
It was impossible to judge just how competitive Toprak on the BMW was going to be. But once we went to the second round, we know how bad the bike was at Catalonia. I thought, oh, if they can win at Catalonia with Toprak, they can win anywhere.
We knew we could get a podium. We honestly didn't think we had the pace to win it because of tyre degradation.
The second stage on the 2024 calendar is the Catalonia round from Barcelona, where Toprak Razgatlioglu has been unable to win in 10 attempts and where BMW have never been victorious.
When I'm start to catching Bulega, I am pushing more hard the last laps.
I was riding at 100% without care about the tires. Unfortunately, the last 3-4 laps, my rear tire was completely destroyed.
Razgatlioglu has recovered 4 seconds on Nicolo Bulega and now makes the pass for the lead on the final lap.
Race 1 was the special race. This was a new Toprak, you know, to play the long game, to be patient, not to eat the tyre, don't be greedy. And then at the end, they showed the typical Toprak determination not to give in. When he seen the gap coming down a little bit, he dug in even more. This was a game changer, this was a special.
Toprak Razgatlioglu wins in only his second round with BMW, only the German manufacturer's second victory in the last decades.
I think the footage from that race, also the footage from the box, tells a lot of emotion. I believe you, mate. I believe you. It was a massive relief for everyone to have this win, and I think, you know, the way we cheered, it really came from the bottom of the heart.
believing in the project, mate.
We've been in Barcelona, you know.
So in my position, I've been under a lot of pressure, of course, to perform. I had to shed a few tears on the podium.
So Mark Bungers of BMW Motorsport.
Not just good for us, but I think also extremely good for the sport and the show we put up.
The Super Pole race will be in Toprak's highlight reel for the rest of his life.
Last major overtaking opportunity for Razgatlioglu on the brakes, but Bautista holds on to the race lead.
It's going to come down to that last corner.
Last corner. No chance. Good job, boys.
I understand corner before we are going to win the race.
I see Toprak accelerate really well, and I understand him won't try to overtake Alvaro.
Can Toprak repay the favour for what happened
Rossi.
in Portimao last year? Can he do a Rossi? Out the last corner?
Rossi.
Here it
Rossi.
is! Yes, he can!
Come on! Come on!
Oh!
He's got it!
And there's Adrian! It only goes between them. He's on the sixth team. Toprak's done it again! Unbelievable!
It's a really clean overtake from behind. Was really beautiful.
Toprak was decided to win yes or yes, and he tried to entry like there is not another rider on the track. No, last lap, last corner, you try everything.
To see him do what he does on the BMW in Catalonia and overtake in that last corner, which only the greatest ever, Valentino Rossi, was able to do with Jorge Lorenzo that time.
Rossi very close indeed. They plunge down the hill. We ride with Valentino Rossi. Lorenzo now into turn 13. And Rossi's invented something in the final corner, but Lorenzo gets close to the back, and Rossi has beaten him. What a motorcycle race.
It just proved that Toprak is in that category of rider, of ability, of talent. I just hope that Toprak wasn't offended by me calling him Valentino Rossi instead of Toprak.
This is a very good video, very good memory for my career. Thank you very much, James.
To do what we did on Saturday and then repeat it on Sunday was a moment we could never ever forget, and I think really it capped the start of a fantastic run.
Throw a lot of bonus money.
I love it. I know. I've never been so happy spending money.
Both those victories in Catalonia, they were okay. This is we're in the hunt, but I didn't really believe it was fully possible until Misano. To do what he did in Ducati's backyard, that was a statement.
Toprak Razgatlioglu, a winner in Catalonia, a winner in the Netherlands, gives BMW their first ever World SBK hat-trick.
We'd taken a points lead in the championship coming out of Misano. He'd won all 3 races. He broke the lap record.
Congratulations, mate. Thank you. Good race. Good race. Good job. To you also.
Good pace.
You too. Too strong.
This is the teamwork, because I'm not win alone. This is just the starting, looks like.
It's the first time in 12 years that a BMW rider is leading the championship.
I'm surprised also, because I'm not waiting even in the first year, but we are start really strong.
After so few races into the season, and having felt like we'd worked with Toprak for years and years, because the relationship had become so strong so fast, and the results had obviously enforced that. 4 rounds in, for us was probably the defining moment of the season where we felt we could challenge now for the championship.
That's the target, but it's still a long way away, and the others won't sleep.
Looking back at that launch in Berlin and what was going on at that time and the expectation we had after the testing, to be sat here now, I'd never expected that. None of us expected it.
And I say it in the past and I say it again now, if you are close to the podium, you're close to the win. Where that will leave us in the championship terms, I'm not sure. But I think the first 3 races of the championship this year will define our season.
Now I believe this bike, if we are improve this bike, I think we are world champion. We will see. I don't like talk a lot, but I need to show in the race, in the season.
It's a fast rider, so you can always learn from a fast rider. I think everyone's really motivated that he wanted to join this project, and at the end he came, so looking forward to sharing the garage with him.
Presentation with my teammate Mikey, we are always the enjoy with him. We are always the fun because he's a really good guy, and I'm always smiling with him.
It's fake.
After a long time, I come back again.
You ordered a taxi?
Time flies when you're having fun, honestly, you know. Berlin was the start of the season for us, and then after that it's just been incredible.
Oh, 3 wins, 3 fastest laps, and the Grand Slam.
You won by 12 seconds. Why you said the bike's not stopping?
Slow down, slow down, please.
A hat-trick of hat-tricks for Razgat Lioglu.
Grande Toprak!
Toprak Razgat Lioglu for the first time in World SBK, 12 consecutive victories.
To achieve so many consecutive wins, I can't stress just how many things have to go right. There's so many variables with motorcycle racing, and for them all to be judged correctly with precision from Phil Myron and the team to get the right setting on the bike to provide Toprak a motorcycle that he can go out there and beat the best in the world every single race for all of those races consecutively. It's a fantastic effort from everybody involved in that BMW garage.
That's sporting. No, I'm kidding. No, it's impressive, and yeah, honestly, I have no other words than impressive.
When you win a lot, you feel really nice, no? But when it's the other who win many races in a row, it's different, no? For sure, it's not easy.
On track, you understand that Toprak is really riding good. You see all really great riders, but when you see Toprak, you see something different. Looking at some races, it was really unbeatable. Unfortunately for us, it was like that in that part of the championship.
You see, we can see from the outside that you have a step. No any good points for us compared to him.
I've known Toprak for a long time, and I know he's a damn good rider. And I see the stuff he does on the bike, and I'm like, just don't understand it, you know? Just precision. The way he's able to do it lap after lap, even when things get out of shape and he's broke a little bit too late, or he just is always on that same 2 inches of racetrack. And I think that's what separates him, honestly. It's just that precision, that consistency.
Superbikes is a show, and he is the ultimate showman in this championship. At every race that you go to around the BMW garage, honestly, the last time I saw this kind of fan base on every race was Valentino Rossi.
If we don't have a bad luck, we deserve this title this year. This is very clear. And we have to see what's coming later. Motorsport is always can be dangerous. Right now, I can tell we deserve to get the title, but I hope we don't get bad luck.
Toprak Razgatlioglu's winning run. It's got to come to an end at some stage, but it is a record winning streak of 13 consecutive victories. 92 points now, his series lead over his nearest rival, Nicolo Bulliger. It's time for a sprint finish. Welcome to the Circuit de Nevers Magny-Cours for round 8. The busiest spell of the season begins with 5 rounds in the next 7 weekends. Now more than ever, it's crucial to avoid incident and get into the groove with over 300 points still up for grabs.
FP1 in Magny-Cours started off extremely well with 3 BMWs in the top 3. That hadn't happened for over 12 years. Then FP2, we had, of course, a massive, shock, first of all, and then, of course, a disappointment. But,
A big instant down into turn 15. That red flag's come out straight away.
As soon as he lost the front at Magny-Cours in that crash, I knew that it was in trouble because it's really fast. It's 4th gear down that hill before the final 2 corners.
Yeah, when we seen the crash, we watched it in the small mosaic screen, so it wasn't, you couldn't really see clearly what part of him hit the wall, but my first glance, when I glanced up, I thought he had hit his head, and I honestly thought that's game over.
After I crash, I'm just trying to change my position because I go to the tire hole and I need to go more left. But when I'm pushed to my hand, immediately I'm started turning. And after I say, okay, I'm go there, I'm just waiting like this, I'm scared.
So to see him roll onto his knees and stand up again was such a relief, yeah.
After the incident, waiting for that information from the medical staff, it took a long time. It was a very serious moment, but in that situation, and my experience has told me that you must respect everyone's position. You must respect the medical staff at the circuit. It was a really difficult time for everybody. We realised how lucky, as a team and a championship, that we came so close to what could have been a much more serious incident.
So Razgatlioglu hospitalised yesterday with a collapsed lung, and he's ruled unfit, at least for the remainder of the weekend.
I ended Friday fastest overall, but the atmosphere in the team, as everyone can imagine, was really down, you know. And they apologized to me about this, but I could fully understand it because, you know, they're leading the championship by so many points, and then this happens. He seemed to be okay, but he's unfit for the rest of the weekend. And it was just a very strange weekend, and for me it was, I think for everyone, it was good to see him there on Saturday. I took the win and Toprak was there.
Toprak Razgatlioglu's winning run might be over, but BMW's is extended. All of the injuries, all of the drama, but World SBK's Rainmaster is back on the top step of the podium.
Finally, Ali winning again. Yes. For you.
He didn't look very comfortable, but it was good to see him, and I know he's strong, and you know, we knew he would come back soon, so it was nice to have him there.
If you don't continue, I do it.
I'm very happy when I'm come back to Saturday in the track. My teammate win the race. I'm really happy for him, and I'm also go to the podium for him because he's deserved everything. But for me, this day looks good, but I think I did a very big mistake because I need to take a rest for my lung. But after we understand.
Avi did incredible job today. Finally, he's deserved. Yeah.
The injury level that Toprak took was far, far worse than the public were ever aware of. I can only say that those 2 weeks defined whether we would win this championship.
We will see you in Cremona. I hope yes.
It's probably, without doubt, been the most stressful period I've had. Everything from speaking to Toprak, Keenan, the medical experts, what's capable, what's possible. A human being like you and I would never, ever have been able to recover quick enough. We'd broken a lot of people's vision of whether or not we could do this. And there it was, all ready to evaporate in our hands.
Toprak needed to spend 1 month out of Turkey, which he loved so much. This was difficult for mentally.
I stayed with him until Cremona. So I drove him to Italy, we left Italy, went to Salzburg, and then I had to leave Salzburg to go to Cremona. So I was, myself and Shannon Chu, we were keeping him, trying to keep his spirits up and trying to keep him motivated. It wasn't easy to watch him as low as he was, because he was in a lot of pain.
For sure, for the first couple of weeks, we didn't know when he could come back.
Nicolo Bulliger, with his first race victory since the season opener in Australia, pulls back 12 points on Toprak Razgatlioglu in the championship standings. Nicolo Bulliger asks for encouragement from the crowd, 50,000 strong here in Manicourt, as he takes a Sunday double.
I was not happy to recover points to Toprak, because it makes me proud to recover point with him on track. At the end we are rival, but inside me I was not so happy.
I'm just pushing very hard for the ride in Italy. We checked the scan again. I have still inside the air in my lung, but just a little bit. But the doctors and Monica say this is very dangerous. But I say to Monica, I have 2 lungs, not 1. If one is gone, the other one start working, there's no problem. But Monica say, don't talking like a stupid.
Thank you for joining us. There might be some questions you all have, so Sven Blusch, head of BMW Motorsport, is happy to answer your question.
And I think I will start directly with an update on Toprak, because I think this is the most important topic. And as long as the Pinot Motorrad is there, Toprak is not allowed to race. It's, I would say, really tricky, because he doesn't have a lot of pain. So in his mind, he's ready to race, but all the doctors agree on that point. It's too dangerous to ride.
Bulliger versus Bautista. Every lap Bautista is closer than the last. He is finally alongside his teammates and through for second position. If things stay as they are at present, Bulliger will be 13 points behind Toprak Razgatlioglu in the championship.
I'm really sorry that Toprak is not here, and I'm serious, because when a rider have an injury like him, serious injury, I'm really sad for him. I know this situation. At the same moment, we are rival, so I'm trying to recover a lot of points to make the gap in the championship closer.
In Aragon is more, how to say, more easy for the riding style. What do you think?
I hope. I think yes. Last year I won both races, pole position and track record.
I say to everyone, I need to ride in Aragon. And also, the doctors say, if you crash again, this is the really big problem. But I'm not care this, because this is my life. I love this sport. If I am die with this sport, I'm happy.
Yeah, I came to Aragon even for fight with everybody. If they don't allow to Toprak, I was really ready to make the problem to everyone if they say Toprak cannot race, because Toprak is ready to race. Not racing in Aragon, that means we lose the championships.
Good morning.
Morning, Toprak, how are you?
Much better.
Confident to be fit?
We will see. I'm fit, 100%, but we will see now.
Toprak, fit?
Yes, finally.
Fit,
Yeah. After four weeks, finally we come back.
We're very thankful that he's the strength of character that he is, but all I can say is that guy, that individual, and I'm not sure many others that ever I've managed or had in my hands as a rider could have ever done what he did in that period that allowed him to be able to race in Aragon.
Toprak Razgatlioglu is back exactly 3 weeks on from his Manicourt crash, and having passed his medical examination yesterday, he's been declared fit for free practice 1.
It was nice to see him on the bike again, but first exit was only, we asked him only 5 laps just to see how he felt.
Now we get our first chance to be able to see him out on the bike, and we'll see how comfortable he is by the end of this stint as well. But I think for Toprak, one of the big things is going to be just how many laps he does during the course of this session. It's all about being able to build yourself up and get ready for the race weekend.
And then after the second exit, he was panting when he was on the bike. He was breathing heavy, which we never see. We were not concerned, but we were, more cautious than normal. And then FP2, he was a little bit more relaxed, but at the end of the day, fuel tank was empty.
Razgatlioglu crosses the line and again loses ground in the final sector compared to Nicolo Bulliga.
To miss 2 rounds, not ride a motorcycle for all that time, not be able to go home to Turkey with his family and his mum, I know psychologically that's not easy at all. So to come to the next round in Aragon to race and to be able to focus and concentrate enough to finish on the podium 3 times just was a real testament to his character, and it was really admirable.
The championship has heated up, and obviously Toprak missing those 6 races has brought Nicolo Bulliga back into the fold. 13 points the deficit.
Race 1 gets underway. Toprak Razgatlioglu meanwhile using his speciality on the brakes to get through on Danilo Petrucci. And he makes his lunge into turn 16 on lap 5, but he can't get it stopped, and Iannone answers straight back. Second place goes to Toprak Razgatlioglu. He has extended his championship lead over Nicolo Bulliga.
If we do the same next weekend?
Very successful weekend. Well, it's at home. I know you wanted to win. You will get your win here latest next year.
How you feel? Waiting for them. It was a good one.
I need a massage.
How are you? Good?
Pain.
Pain.
But muscle pain everywhere, but it's okay.
Normal, without training.
Thank you. I like it. Broken the engine. Very lucky, and was difficult already, but now is even more.
Every day he was improving, but by the end of every day he was completely spent. But you could see the progress. He was just riding better, more smooth on the bike, less stiff on the bike, more outside the bike. So.
After the Aragon, when I go back to Turkey, finally, I ate very special food with my mom, because my mom cook. And also I did many training in the Canon track. For my side, everything is perfect. When I go to the Estoril, I'm feeling like the Toprak, real Toprak.
6 races in 9 days to decide the 2024 Motul FIM Superbike World Championship. Flying start from Toprak Razgatlioglu.
I'm really happy because after the injury, I need to just win again. But I did. I did an incredible job. I say the Toprak is come back.
The Tissot Superpole race at the 2024 Estoril round gets underway. Run to the line then in the race victory quest for Nicolo Bulliga, looking to beat Razgatlioglu for the first time since Assen. He's going to get him here, close to the finish, 0.003 of a second between them. Super ride from Nicolo Bulliga.
You broke my heart all the season, so...
It's the finale, and there's only 2 riders who can win the World Championship.
From a calculation point of view, we don't need that many points anymore, but you still need them.
46 points over Nicolo. It's a lot better than 6 points, but I would like it to be a little bit more.
He did incredible job this year because he's the first year with the Superbike, and he's learning, and he's really strong, really fast. Immediately, he's looks like a big talent. I think he's the next world champion.
This year I learned a lot of things. I didn't start this year and think to arrive at the last race fighting for the championship with Toprak that is already world champion. We already know the potential of Toprak, and still the last race I can say that I'm still fighting for the championship is something incredible.
46 points, the current lead for Toprak Razgatlioglu over Nicolo Buliga, the only two remaining title contenders.
Are we will play? Let's play. It's just so we get blue, the blue, red with your left hand, or green with both hands and red with your right hand. So it's just like you have to decide like this. Hey!
Some guys with SCX. They also said somebody on top. For me, it's Buliga. And we will tell you before the race starts.
Buliga, you think so?
I think, yeah.
He has been incredible all the way through this season. To achieve what he's done with BMW says a lot about his talents, but also how he's able to gear a team around himself and develop a package and work with the people that he is able to get the most out of as well. Phil Marin, his crew chief, been absolutely critical in being able to help develop that BMW package.
You remember Estoril with this tyre? If you try to be too greedy too early, tyre drop. You need to ride your race. If you want tyre at the end, you need to respect it in the beginning. Also for him with SCX at the end, he doesn't know. Exactly. Yeah. In this condition, he doesn't know. So you need to ride your race.
For Toprak Razgatlioglu, 16 points away from the title. One more podium will be enough.
Less than a minute, guys. Remember, not necessarily win. If you can't,
Race one of the Promethean Spanish round underway. Nicolo Buliga first to show at turn one. Alex Lowe's losing out. He bundles his way back down the inside now of Danilo Petrucci. Buliga and Razgatlioglu with the pace advantage.
You have a lot of talent behind.
Buliga's running a really good rhythm at the head of the field. Has Toprak seeded this one now? 1.5 seconds down on Nicolo Buliga, and perhaps he felt that Buliga had too much pace for him, and he's just going to bring this world title home now.
Too much lap time for the beginner. So they asked him not to do, but enough.
Nicolo Buliga is going to win this race, but today belongs to Razgatlioglu. After 2 years of eating the dust of the Ducati, he left to join BMW. The pundits were questioning whether he could even win races on the M1000RR. They aren't anymore. He's overcome injury and 2 missed rounds. Toprak Razgatlioglu delivers BMW their first Superbike World Championship.
Incredible. It will need a couple of more days to sink in, but the emotions have been absolutely overwhelming today.
It was just a massive relief of pressure.
I got
To win the second Superbike title make us proud, because this boy is like a very talented Turkish boy, and we are proud to have this kind of talented boy from our country.
You know, not easy season for me, because when I'm signed with BMW, everyone say your career is finished. But now we are the world champion. Everyone understand my potential on the bike, and everyone understand the BMW is the winning bike. And you know, I am really happy. Thanks to my team, is everyone incredible, working every race we can. and finally we are deserved it. We are the world champion. This is my second world title. The first one for my dad, but this one for myself. I'll never forget the first one, but this is with BMW. The completely, different. I'm really happy.
The fact that BMW had never won it, to do that with those guys is even more special. Yeah, it's really special to play a small part in that.
Proud of you, man. Happy to spend a really lot of money now.
Well, obviously BMW invested in him a lot. He wasn't cheap to get him from Yamaha, that's for sure. And his win bonus, I don't think that BMW expected him to have such a win bonus.
I stopped counting sort of mid-season, and I've had a couple of meetings with the financial people, but of course this whole success of this season also carries the company, and it's great for the brand, so we will be able to cope with it, and for sure it works for us.
I am so pleased that Toprak has provided them with a return, the ultimate return.
Still unbelievable, 101 years of BMW Motorrad, and Toprak claims the first title.
The other BMWs, they're doing well, but they're not challenging for championships. The difference with having Toprak Razgatlioglu in your team, you go from being competitive in World Superbikes to winning the championship in World Superbikes. That's the difference.
Everyone stopped in the first corner. I've never seen before. Thanks for all riders. This is really good. This is like a really family. Why I like it, the World Superbike paddock,
He deserves to be champion. He's done an incredible job with his team. For me, you think about 2024 is one guy, and it's Toprak. I do have that feeling that he just has that little bit extra. We always joke about having something in the pocket. I think Toprak's got plenty in reserve.
Toprak is someone different. People think we did a crazy move, but I was believing this is the bike we will get the title. I know what he can do on the bike.
I'm really happy. We deserve it. Nobody believed the BMW, nobody believed me when I'm signed, but now everyone understands, and now we are the world champion.